Hi, my name is Roseanne and I'm really excited to be sharing with you this chakra balancing, this chakra exploring practice today. So this practice is based on the chakra system, our 7 major chakra systems: root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye and crown. I'm going to be guiding you through more of a yin yoga practice and the time to really explore, go inwards, be introspective. I'll be offering affirmations and perhaps a mantra, and it's up to you which one you choose. Just go which feels more resonant for you, and that could be resonant at different chakras. So just take the time to be curious. Join me into today's practice. You will be needing a block, cushion or bolster. So I've just bought my bolster here. You can use a block, you can use a cushion. So take your time, and the invitation is to start seated, but if you prefer, you can lie down. So let's start to find a comfortable seat position. So I invite you to start finding a comfortable seat. As you find your comfortable seat, feel free to pop a cushion underneath you. Perhaps if that feels more comfortable for you to sit. You can sit cross-legged, you can have your legs extended out, you can come into kneeling if you like. We're really starting to find a comfortable place where you can sit, feeling your hips, feeling the base of your spine, and that's sitting up tall. Feel free to close your eyes if you like. Feel free to have them open. As I invite you to arrive into our practice today, maybe you'd like to place a hand onto belly, hand onto chest to feel yourself breathe. Connecting to your breath. As you begin to connect with your breath, observing, gathering your awareness behind your breath, watching the flow in, they flow out. You might notice what body parts move with your breath. Perhaps as you inhale, feeling your base of your spine, either onto your cushion, block or the floor, and that root as you rise, as the crown of the head reaches up to the sky. And I invite you to scan your body, noticing as you breathe what parts of your body move. Maybe belly, chest expands. Maybe as you breathe out, feeling the shoulders settle and sink, relaxing. And you might choose to stay with your breath as a place of neutral, comfort. Or you might choose to scan your body, noticing an area of comfort within your body. You feel a place of comfort or neutral within your body, and that's also okay if you don't. I like to use my fingertips, as there's lots of sensory nerves around the fingertips, so you might gently rub the fingertips together. You might gently rub the fingertips onto your clothes. And you can also choose to find something external as a place of comfort. Maybe it's the ground, feeling your hips sit onto the floor, cushion or block. So I invite you to explore and find a place of comfort, of neutral, an island of safety. Allowing that to be your anchor, of comfort, of safety throughout our practice, and you can visit this anytime. And I'll be silent for the next minute as you explore your island of safety. The aim is to be curious, and don't worry if you get distracted or your mind wanders off. Invite yourself back to your island of safety. And that minute begins now. Nice, and as that minute draws to a close, feeling that sense of presence with the island of safety, that presence within your body seated. As I invite you to feel into our root chakra, feeling the sit bones, feeling the hips. And here I invite you to perhaps repeat either a mantra or an affirmation. You might visualize the color red. So I'll offer these mantras and affirmations to you, but if you have your own affirmation linked to the root chakra, feel free to set that and repeat that to yourself. So the mantra is LAM, L-A-M, LAM. As you repeat LAM, LAM, you might also visualize the color red at the base of your spine. If they don't resonate with you, you might have an affirmation. I am grounded, I am centered. I feel safe in my body. You might have your own affirmation. So I'll be silent for the next minute as you explore the root chakra through mantra, affirmation, or visualization of the color red. And that minute begins now. Nice, and as that minute draws to a close, feel free to take a breath in and a breath out, or reconnect back to your island of safety. When you're ready, we'll start to bring some movements, maybe wriggle fingers, wriggle toes, and then I invite you to come into our second pose, our butterfly pose. So just starting to shift yourself onto your bum if you're not already, with the soles of the feet together, knees draw out to the side. And up to you whether you choose to Stay upright, feeling into your hips, your sacral. It's up to you if you choose to start to fold, and you might relax the arms down. You can also use props as well. Using a prop to prop your forehead on top of, and that's up to you how high you want to use that prop. You can use a block, cushion, bolster. Allowing yourself to come into a version of that butterfly, whether that's more upright or if you invite in a fold, something in between. And then I offer an invitation as we approach into this more in a yin approach, finding your posture, finding your butterfly pose. Maybe the feet are together, maybe a prop is wedged in between, the knees draw out to the side, you can use props as well. Relaxing the shoulders, letting go of your head. Feel free to close your eyes. Exploring now our sacral chakra. As we explore the sacral chakra, connecting into our senses. Notice what you can feel here in this posture, in this pose, in this shape. What sensations do you feel alive in your body here and now? What do you experience when you breathe in and when you breathe out? What changes? What flows? What moves? On your breath out, is there the invitation to soften into this posture, this pose? Soften in, letting go of shoulders, offering a release of tension in your body. And as we connect to the sacral chakra, you might envision the color orange. You might repeat to yourself the mantra VAM, V-A-M, VAM, VAM, VAM. Or you might have a affirmation connected to the sacrum. Maybe you have one of your own. I feel in my body. I'm curious to notice the sensations in my body. I allow my breath to flow through me. Choose what resonates with you. I invite you to be here for the next minute. And again, I'll be silent as you explore mantra, color of orange, or affirmation. And that minute begins now. Nice, and as that minute draws to a close, you might invite a deep breath in and out. You might start to gently unravel yourself, maybe head comes up last out of that fold. Starting to make your way to set up now for our next pose, which will be inviting in a twist. So for this one, you'll need your cushion. So sitting alongside your mat, you're going to bring your legs into deer pose. So it's kind of like a staggered or a zigzag. And as you find that shape with your legs, you're then going to use a cushion, bolster, something that can support you, maybe a cushion rolled up in a blanket, something bulky. As you're going to lay across that, and you're gently going to lay onto your side, kind of onto your front. So you're inviting in that twist. Hands can rest down by the side, rest your head, one cheek onto the side. So you're coming into that twisted deer. So allowing the arms to relax, allowing the head to relax, make sure you've got enough support there. Making sure that you feel safe in that position. If you need more cushions, feel free to grab more cushions. Feeling safe enough to surrender, finding your edge. And as we explore our solar plexus in this gentle twist, supported deer twist, I offer you the affirmation, I honor my truth. I hold space for my authentic self or power. You might choose to connect to the colour yellow, an internal sunshine at the centre of your core. Or you might choose to repeat the mantra RAM, R-A-M, RAM. And I'll be silent for the next minute as you explore mantra, colour, or affirmation, and maybe you have your own. I honour my truth. I hold space for my authentic power. And that minute begins now. Nice, and as that minute draws to a close, you might take a breath in and a breath out. Taking your time to gently press the hands down into the ground, gently guide yourself up. And gently start to switch over to the other side, taking your time. So we'll just flip the cushion onto the other side, again, staggering the legs. Kind of in a zigzag shape into deer pose, finding your cushion and use as many cushions and blankets as you need to then gently twist and then roll in the side, more of the front of the side onto your cushion and let your head rest down. So again, just finding a place that feels comfortable for you then, that gentle twist, letting your body be supported by the cushions. Let yourself settle on in. Maybe notice how this side feels different. Again, as you come into supported deer twist, connecting to our solar, the central of our core. Notice which resonates with you more, connecting with the energy body, maybe visualizing the colour yellow. Maybe you'd like to connect to the sound of the mantra. Ram. R-A-M. Ram. Or the words of an affirmation. You might have your own. Or you might choose to repeat to yourself, I honor my truth. I hold space for my authentic self or power. And choosing which you would like to explore there, feel free to just repeat the mantra, repeat the affirmation. And I'll be silent for the next minute as you explore solar plexus on this side. Nice, and as that minute draws to a close, you might take a breath in and a breath out. Gently taking your time to press through the hands, guiding yourself up to seated, guiding yourself back up, and gently just starting to make your way into all fours. As we'll go straight into our next posture, coming into melting heart pose. You might know this one as puppy pose as well. Now starting to open up through the heart chakra space. So knees are placed about hip width. Walking the hands forward. You might choose to have the hips stacked on top of the knees. You might choose to have the hips slightly sat back, finding the right intensity for you. Arms reach forward, forehead rest down. And letting yourself sink into melting heart pose. With the intention in the name, allowing your heart to melt to the ground, feel supported by the posture that you're in, making sure that you feel safe enough to let go. Settling in, you might focus in on the physical feedback that you get back here, noticing the sensations in your physical body. Each breath out, you might offer the chest, the heart to melt towards the ground. You might choose to connect to the color, either pink or green, at the center of your heart, the center of your chest. You might choose to connect to the mantra, Yam, Y-A-M, Yam, Yam. Or an affirmation that feels resonant to you in the heart space area. Perhaps you have your own. Or it might be, I am grateful. I am loved. Again, those choices, choose what resonates with you, leave behind what doesn't. Feel free to be curious to explore. And as you choose, either color, connecting to physical sensations, mantra, yam, or affirmation, I'll be silent now for the next minute as you explore the heart chakra. In your own time, starting to press through the hands, guiding yourself out of that pose. You might guide the hands in. You might have a gentle shuffle side to side or an invitation to take cat-cow. Maybe you'd like to pause for a moment, connecting into your island of safety. Choose to be still, choose to move. Nice, taking your time to invite ourselves into our next pose. Coming into supported fish. So again, you're going to need your cushion, your bolster, your block, whatever you've got. Place that behind us. We're going to gently guide ourselves to roll onto that. So if you're using a block, you might use that vertical. So it's on the upper back, you might use another block to pop a cushion underneath you. Gently guiding yourself, making sure your head is supported. Maybe if it feels okay, your head might be slightly tilted back, opening up the throat, but do make sure that you don't feel dizzy there. And we'll extend the feet out, toes to fall out to the side, palms to face up. Settling in there to supported fish. Allowing that gentle heart opener. Allowing that gentle throat opening. Connected into supported fish now. Again, maybe through the physical sensations that you feel. I invite you to connect to our throat chakra. You might choose to focus on the color blue. The mantra Ham, H-A-M, Ham, Ham. You might even say that out loud to yourself, feeling the vibrations of your throat chakra being used. You might affirm your affirmation that you have of your own, or it might be, I express myself authentically. I take up space. I feel safe enough to take up space. And whether that's the visual of blue, maybe the sense of your throat, the mantra Ham, your affirmation. I'll be silent for the next minute as you explore the throat chakra. And as that minute draws to a close, taking a full breath in. Belly, chest, you might want to hold the breath at that throat space, collarbone area. Before you fully breathe all the way out. Gently start to invite movement to fingers, to toes. Feel free to take a stretch there if you like. Before you guide the arms in, forearms down, palms down, tucking the chin in to gently guide yourself up and out of fish pose. Taking your time to guide yourself back into kneeling as we come into child's pose to connect to our third eye. And then placing the block, cushion or hands underneath you. Gently just pressing into that third eye space, your forehead. It's also a nice gentle counter to our supported fish. And as you settle in, finding a safe place to surrender into that, a place where your forehead feels comfortable, with that gentle pressure. You can also have the forehead onto the ground as well. Just noticing your forehead, noticing the third eye space. Connecting into our third eye of seeing, vision, insight. You might visualize a color of purple by your third eye space. Maybe notice if you close your eyes, what can you see? What do you visualize here? As you connect to the third eye chakra, you might offer the mantra Om. Om. And you might repeat that silently to yourself. You might have your own affirmation here. I see with clarity. All the answers I need, I see within me. And I'll be silent for the next minute as you explore either the physical sensations at the third eye, the forehead, the sound of Om, the color of purple. Maybe as your eyes are closed, noticing what you visualize or see, or your own affirmation. And that minute begins now. Nice, and as that minute draws to a close, you might take a full breath in and breath out. Taking your time to either come into seated or laying down. So you might find a comfortable seat. Again, maybe beginning where we started. You might choose to lie down. Feel free to use any supports underneath your legs. Finding a place to comfortably relax, surrender, as I invite you to come into a meditation, a light meditation. A meditation to connect to our third eye, connect to our inner vision. And through this meditation, the crown chakra is seeing the divine in all, oneness, consciousness, awareness, spiritually connected. So perhaps you already felt that sense of experience throughout our practice together today. And the invitation is to connect to both third eye and crown chakra here in our light meditation. This meditation invites you to connect to people, how energy moves, shifts and transforms. Feeling a bright light move through your body, through space, time, room. So find a place where you feel comfortable. Noticing the feedback that you get, whether you're laying down, whether you're seated. Feeling present in your legs, relaxing, feeling present in your spine, whether you're sitting tall, find a relaxed position, or feeling the spine relax across the ground. Inviting your shoulders to relax. Letting go of any to-dos. Feeling the clothes on your skin, maybe blankets or cushions supporting you. Feeling your body on your mat in this room today. And the invitation to connect to our third eye as we visualize a light of any color. It could be gold, blue, it could be the color purple of our third eye chakra. It could be no color in particular, just a source of light. And as you imagine this color, the source of light, notice where you feel that source of light forming. That could be your belly, that could be your heart, it could be your third eye space. As you breathe in, you might feel this light gets brighter and warmer. As you breathe out, you might feel its radiance. And I invite you to start to picture, visualize this light moving through your body. So wherever it's centered right now, forming, imagine it radiating, moving through your body. Down to your legs and your feet. Radiance in your torso, your arms and your hands. Radiance into your chest and your heart. Your throat and your head. as the light radiates in your body, filling you up with warmth. See how the light moves into your mind, fills your inner vision with sunlight. And letting that light radiate in your body, radiate expanding out of your body. And as it expands out of your body into the room, shining this warm light, radiating as it fills up the room that you're in. Maybe that light shines and radiates to the people nearby you. That could be within the physical room that you're in, within the house that you're in, your neighbors, or it could be across our space here, across Zoom, across time and space. As we connect with this light, now connecting all bodies within this space, within our practice today, you and me, you and all the people around you, all those that have come to practice today. And as we visualize this light sifting and filtering its way outside this space, outside this room, into the wind, into the trees, into the sky, into the waterways and the mountains. Imagining this light radiant and filling up this entire planet, our home, Earth. This light is not selective. It moves through the world, touching and filling every human being, every living thing on this earth and in this universe as one whole, one bright light, oneness, the whole of the universe. And this one bright light is part of you as much as you are part of it. And I invite you to be with this light and this connection of oneness for a few moments longer, radiating in the warmth, this warmth and presence of this connection. And I'll be silent for the next minute as you explore this connection of warmth, of presence. Nice, and as that minute draws to a close, perhaps taking a breath in and breath out, just noticing your felt sense of experience here. Noticing your body to the ground. Inviting yourself back. You might notice your island of safety. Maybe that has changed, maybe it's the same. A place of comfort within or outside of your body. And from there, inviting yourself to gently move, wriggling fingers, wriggling toes. Maybe a gentle rock of the head side to side. Perhaps a full body stretch. A hug of the knees in towards your chest. And that invitation to just gently, very gently bring yourself up into a comfortable seat. Well, we'll close our practice. Bringing the palms to the center of the chest. Inhale, we'll circle, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands down through center. Namaste. To side. Feel free to take a stretch or a hug of the knees in. And in your own time, joining me up into a comfortable seat.